3 is the expression of two-ness. We know this from the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The tree of life is 1 above, and then the tree of knowledge of good and evil is 2 down below. This same sense of duality, which is really threeness, because the unity is above, and then there's a split of the second part down here below into 2. So there's 1 above and 2 below. This is brought to us in Vayikra Rabbah, in Midrash Rabbah for Leviticus. I'll even give you the number here. It's 24:8, where it says that the king is made 3 crowns. He has 3 crowns. Keeps 1 for himself, and he gives 2 to Israel. The 2 crowns for Israel are for each of the Yetzes. Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Tov. So down here below, our perception is duality. As a Yetzer Tov and a Yetzer Hara. As an above and below, as a good and evil. As the tree of good and evil, as opposed to the tree of life, which is a singular. Where is this third thing shown? The Midrash brings down that it's Kodesh, 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 Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. The 3 kind of seals. One of them goes to Hashem, the other 2 go to Israel. So this threeness is also expressed in the Shema as Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai. These 2 Adonais are 2 extremes of the middle of Eloheinu. Eloheinu just happens to be gematria of 102, which is Emunah. In the symbol of the Aleph, we have a Yud above, a Yud below, and a Vav in the middle. This Vav, representing the 6, and in the middle, in my estimation, represents the king. And Yisrael on both sides of that king, above and below. Just like the Tal is above and below the Man in the middle. And the 2 Shabbases of first Shabbos, then the second Shabbos, and in between 6 days. That Vav is the 6th. That is the letter Vav. That's the 6th level. That's the Etzim level. The Gimel, meaning 3 of the Kadosh, 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 is actually the Vav. The Vav. It's a 3 is 1. It's a triangle. It's a keter on top that splits into Chochmah and Bina, which is connected by a horizontal line. The horizontal, in symbolism, unifies opposites. The diagonal line, not the diagonal, the horizontal line, the diameter within the circle unifies the opposites of the two sides of the circle. This sixth in the center as the etzem haneshama, which actually is 600. The third level of six times, then 60, then 600. And then we go to 6,000, which reflect the mundane years. This middle, this Vav, represents both Tiferet and Yesod. It's a Vav of connection, and the way it's expressed is in the grammar of the Torah. There are two levels of the Vav. One is the Vav of connection. The other is a Vav, Hahipuk, a turning of the opposites of time. And that's the miraculous Vav in the Torah. When a Vav precedes the verb, it changes the tense of the verb from past to future, or future to past. There's the power of the Vav. There's the power of the middle of the Aleph. The Aleph has threeness in it. The Aleph is Hashem. The two splits of the upper and the lower waters, which are really one, because they're found within the Vav itself. This is the miraculous grammar. The Bible starts with a Bereshis, created six letters in this. Most of our complete words have 5 letters, 4 letters. The root has 3, Gimel. But the Bereshis says 6. This letter Vav in the middle expands out to above and below. So Hashem is found in Tiferet, leading and aligned to Malchus, to Yesod in the middle. An inner and outer level of the Vav itself. And so, as we see this is a miraculous middle as one crown, and then the 2 crowns on the side, the 2 crowns of the blessing, the children. And this is the 3, which are really 2, which are, of course, always 1. But as we split Keter, the crown above, into the 2 below, Chochmah and Bina, and so what appears to be opposites here below are really unified above. The 2 below is 1 above.